War Stories brought to you by Gary Gruner Chevrolet, Buick GMC in Madras.
1 out of every 7 Central Oregonians is a veteran. In our weekly War Stories series, we introduce you to the stories of Central Oregon war veterans, some who made it back from their war and some who didn't. Tonight, we introduce you to the story of Lapine veteran Vance Strunk.
I was born October 1924, Old Mercy Hospital in Eugene. I was one of 8 children and I was number 7. It was during Depression when I was little. And if you had plenty to eat and a place to sleep, you were lucky. No electricity, so we used coal oil lamps. We cooked with wood stove and heated with wood stove. And water we pumped with a pitcher pump outside and brought it in. I went to Springfield High and I graduated there in June of 1942. He said, "Son, I can't sign it. You have enough brothers and sisters in already." And when I was 18 and a half, I was welding in the shipyards in Portland. I got married in June of 1942 on the 8th of June, and the 14th of June I got a little postcard from Uncle Sam that said, "I want you." I didn't know nothing about what you did in the service, so there was a guy come in with 4 stripes on his shoulders and scrambled eggs all over his cap, and he started reading them off, and when he got to me, he called my name, and I stood up like a greenhorn and said, "Yes, sir." He says, "I see here you got brothers and sisters in the Navy and Army," and I said, "Yes, sir." He says, "You want to be a Marine?" And I said, "Yes, sir." He says, "You're going to in the Navy, aren't you?" And I said, "Yes, sir." And I was never so glad in my life after I got in the Navy that I didn't go in the Marines. There's nothing wrong with the Marines except they exercise all day. And I'd had enough of that growing up on a farm. They had a naval base there where they had 150 fighter planes, Hellcats, FM-1s and FM-2s. And of course you start out cleaning barrels and making belts of ammunition and loading fighter planes. The chief came to me and wanted to know if I'd run the bore sight range. And I said, "I'll do my best." Because I was a farm kid used to being told in the morning what to do, and they didn't tell you again until supper time. We bore sighted about 7, 8 planes every day, 6 days a week.
An aviation ordnanceman now uses the bore sight telescope on the wing gun to adjust and bring the gun into perfect alignment with the target.
You bore sight the sights in to where they'll hit a target at 900 feet, and the target's only 2 feet across. I've been razzed about not ever going aboard ship, and I've asked some of them how many people have they seen killed, and some of them say, "I never seen a person killed." Well, I'd tell them a few that I'd seen, all accidents. We had 4 girls. We had them close together on purpose so they could grow up together. 11 grandchildren, and I haven't been able to count high enough to tell how many great-grandchildren. We were married 65 years. She passed away September the 15th, 08. When I met my friend Darlene, we were both going to hospice because I'd lost my wife and she'd lost her husband. We're companions. We go out and eat a lot. We play cards a lot. We go to church every Sunday morning. And I belong to the band of brothers and she belongs to the band of sisters. We've been together 4 years, and it's been a great life. I enjoy every day of it. Even if I don't feel good, I can find something to be happy about.
Thanks to Vance for sharing his story, and a special thanks to Gary Gruner, Chevrolet Buick GMC, for sponsoring War Stories and giving us the time and resources to tell the stories of Central Oregon's war veterans every Monday night on Central Oregon Daily.